we had to go away and work out a schedule as to how we were going to get a video uploaded every week. It's hardcore, it takes time to put these videos together of this sort of production quality on a weekly basis. It's not going to happen, so we're going to do a video every 2 weeks, and then we're going to do something a bit different on a weekly basis. But I think you guys will like it. I think everybody's going to like it. It's the same sort of content. It's going to be good, so we'll see. What are we looking for when we search the night sky? Answers to questions that have been asked for as long as humanity has looked up and been able to imagine.
Look at what we have created to search the heavens in our attempts to understand the universe, in the hope that we will understand who we are and our place amongst it all.
Before we were able to create the tools for that exploration, we used our mind to conceive those possibilities. Intellectuals who gave us theories which became fact only when the technology caught up with their genius. Didn't need any more than their intellect, a small idea that when conceived within expanded through the use of our brain. Before this evolution of technology, there were other ways of understanding our existence. We still see them today, diluted or misunderstood within the doctrine and teachings of religion or philosophy. Misused and corrupted to plant notions and idealism in us which disconnect us from each other and from this world we live in.
The underlying truth from these ancient philosophers has been that we all must look inside for our own definition of our existence, our own understanding of our part in this universe, whether that was by following certain principles like meditation, rituals, or using psychedelics. The direction has always been internalised.
What knowledge can be given in the DMT realm? Well, with regards to internal enlightenment, the death of the ego is by far the hardest lesson to experience.
The ego death happens whenever the correct dosage has been taken. It starts with the inner self or the ego instantly recognising that I have just taken DMT. A small amount of fear starts to arise as the rush and the visuals begin, and from experience I know what that means to my subjective identity.
Usually not the most pleasant feeling, but the time scale is so short, within a few seconds of inhalation the feeling grows and the attachment to self becomes all too clear.
Ultimately, a need to hold on to my self-centred existence wants to fight the dissolution of my psyche. At this point, within a few seconds of the hit, there is a real clarity of self, the I, and the fear of losing this sense of self.
To try to hold on to the self now is futile. The right dose will not allow the ego to hold on. Dissolution begins and transcendence beyond space and time and self is irreversible. Annihilation is definite.
Letting go is the only option. It takes courage, it takes strength, but once you do, the breakthrough can be accomplished.
Letting go is the lesson. Giving up on the ego and everything it means is the greatest feeling to bring back. You feel lighter somehow, less attached to the things that don't matter and more connected to the universe. This is what the ancients learned and have tried to teach us.
If humanity had not lost sight of this, if we had invested an equal amount of effort to expand and progress our search within,
where may we have been today?